Hey, welcome everybody. Getting started here. Thanks for joining. Let's kick this off. I'm going to send out a little reminder update to some of the people who I know are interested. So give me just a moment, and we're going to get this thing going. Another South Florida Academy of AC live stream coming at you. All right, so give me just a moment while we kick this off. Let's do this. Where are all of our interested students? Oops. Okay.
Please hold while I try to connect you.
All right, everybody, thank you for joining. We're just kicking things off right now. I'm sending out a reminder right now to our lovely, interested South Florida Academy of AC fans out there. Give me just a second while we do this so we can get everybody on board. All right, let's send out a message. If you're watching right now, you might get an SMS in a few seconds. You can see how the sausage is made live. All right, let's do send SMS. Okay. All right, if you're in the chat, go ahead. If you're in the live session, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know you're out there. So while that's heading out, okay. Looks like we've got one person on. That's great. Hi there, Kevin Bainbridge. Very nice to see you. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to get started with a few videos, show you in our classroom a little bit. Let me get started with that, and then I'll dive in, start talking about the program a little bit, and we'll go from there. So let's tee this up. Hang tight for me. All right, let's go and launch it. South Florida Academy of AC teaches complete installation, complete maintenance, and complete repair of residential and light commercial AC systems. The thing about South Florida Academy that makes us unique is we are extremely hands-on. So you can see behind me, guys are on the machines. We've got 24 AC units all around the room, and all day, every day, you are on the machine from morning till night, taking it apart, opening it up, diagnosing, repairing, fixing, replacing, putting it back together over and over again until you can do it in your sleep. That's exactly what we want, and that's what we're proud of. The reason why students love our school is because they want to trade where they know they can make money in a booming industry, and they want to get in, learn a skill, and get out. So because of the nature of our courses, how they're shorter, how they're very hands-on, we have guys and girls here who love learning by doing, and they don't want to be in school for 12 months or 18 months. They want to get in, they want to learn that skill, and they want to get onto the job force, start making money, and get on track to opening up their own business one day.
Our philosophy is that we want to get people jobs, so that what we do is we prepare them for a job interview. We're preparing them by giving them the training that they need. We're also preparing them by giving them their EPA certification, which is necessary to work in the air conditioning business because it's considered a hazardous material. The legacy is that we are the people that you go to get trained properly to get into the air conditioning business.
If someone's interested in the school and they want to get started, we recommend that you come to one of our info sessions. We do info sessions either every Saturday or every other Saturday right here at the school. Otherwise, give us a call and we can talk through all those details over the phone and get you signed up. And when you look at all of our reviews and our 5-star reviews, we're really proud of that. And we work hard every day to focus on the students, teach them the skills, do that job placement to earn those 5 stars. All right, very cool. Well, you happen to be in one of those info sessions. So let's hear from a former student, John, and see what he has to say.
Coming in, I didn't really know a lot about AC. Now that I've been here for the last 3 weeks, I do feel very confident in my skills and abilities moving forward in the AC field. The school's definitely made the material easy to understand. In the mornings, you go through a lecture with the textbooks that they provide for you, and then in the afternoons, you get all the hands-on experience of things that you learned in the lecture in the morning. I would definitely recommend the school to others. It's definitely helped me excel in a way that I never thought that I would be able to.
All right, thank you, John, and all of our instructors there. So we're South Florida Academy of AC. We're a technical school in Florida. We teach air conditioning, maintenance, repair, and installation. We've been around since 2010. We're very proud to now have our 3rd location up and running. So we started in Fort Lauderdale exclusively, and now we're in Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, and Orlando, which is awesome. So today in this info session, I'm going to make it quick. I'm going to try to keep it, if it's possible, as little as 10 minutes, which would definitely break a record for fastest info session ever. But I want to make it quick tonight, so let everybody go have dinner and get on with their evening. Let me just say a few things about South Florida Academy of AC. What makes us different is we have short-term courses. So our entire program is 4 weeks. We're working on rolling out an online version that would be 16 weeks. But currently, the only way to do the program is our 4-week program. And that's usually what students want. The type of students who come to our school, they want to get in, they want to get a skill, they want to get out and start working and start making money. So the way that we're able to do these programs so short term is that they're super, super hands-on. So basically what you saw in that video is what you get. You're on the machines almost all day. We start with an hour or 2 of lecture in the mornings, and then the rest of the day we are on the machines. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that this is coming through okay on the live stream. It looks like there might be a little issue. Let me just double check. This is coming through okay. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. So that's what we're about. Hands-on, fast-paced, intensive. When you come to our program, it is like nothing you've ever seen before. It is not like high school. It is not like community college. It's not just sitting at a desk reading a textbook all day. You're on the machines, working with multiple instructors in the room. We keep a low student to teacher ratio so that we've got only just a few students for every instructor, and it's really like a mentorship one-on-one for the duration of the program. And when you're learning that way, people learn quickly, and that's why we've been successful. Let's move on to the next thing, which is how much money you can make in this field. So we talked a little bit about what makes us unique. Thank you, Kevin. I just saw your comment. Short-term programs, intensive, hands-on. Let's talk about how much money you can make in this business. So to talk about how much money you can make, I really want to explain why AC is so attractive in general. And let me put it this way. This is how I like to describe it. Unlike roofing jobs, which can take, weeks and months even for a roofing job, AC jobs are relatively quick. For an AC service call, the average AC service takes 30 minutes. And the average bill that you bill your customer for that time is about $450. So when you're making $450 for 30 minutes of work on average, it's a really, really lucrative field. And the repairs are not that complicated. I also own an AC company, and the top two repairs that we do are drain line blowouts and changing capacitors. Both of those take maximum 10 minutes. And because they're so common, we always check the capacitors the first thing. That's just the first thing we go to. Let me just, for fun, show you what capacitors look like and what they go for. Here. So if you can see my screen here, let's try this. So I'm just looking up capacitors. There you go. Well, I'll put myself back in there. So these are capacitors. Okay, you can buy them online. You can see the cost here. This one's $10. They go for about $10 to $15. The cost, when someone's AC breaks, more often than not, it's the capacitor that's gone bad. I don't know if you can tell, but this whole thing, there's two connections there. That's it. All you have to do is open up the system, remove two wires, reconnect two wires, and you're back in business. That's the whole repair. And the going rate to change a capacitor is anywhere from $400 to $600 right now in the Florida market. And I don't know if my people here are interested in the Tampa campus or Orlando or Fort Lauderdale, but that's across Florida. Those are the rates. So for someone to come out to your house and replace a capacitor, you're likely going to be paying between $400 and $600. And as you can see, that this is a $10 part. So that's what makes this business so incredible, is that these are not complicated repairs. These are cheap parts, and the going rate is so high for that labor. You can make a ton of money in this business. One of the things that we talk about in class is how to start your own company. You can't just finish trade school and go do it. You've got to get your contractor's license. There's experience components. There's a license exam. And we talk about that in class because we have a lot of students who want to go make, Lamborghini style money and hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars doing this. And that's great. And you can. You really can. To be an AC contractor in Florida, you can make millions of dollars with an AC company. That's why you see so many AC trucks on the road. But this is where you get started. This is the place. It's a school like this. So keeping my promise of keeping this short, let me jump to what you get when you come to our program. So when you come to our program, you get a few specific things. The first thing you get is obviously the training. So that's repair, maintenance, installation of residential AC and commercial systems, just like you're seeing behind me. Okay, so these are the types of systems you'll be working on in class. That's what we're studying on. There are huge AC systems out there and HVAC systems, and in your career, if you want to progress and pursue those things, that's up to you. But to be honest with you, in my opinion, where all the money's made is on these systems back here. It's going to, households, residences in Florida, changing out capacitors for $400, $500, $600 a pop. That's where the big money is in this business. And recently private equity has come in and started buying up a lot of these companies because they see the potential, and they're looking for companies just like that. The residential. They don't like the big commercial construction stuff. They like the residential work. So first thing you get is that knowledge. Number two is you get your trade school diploma, so that when you're out in the job force looking for work, you're not coming in off the street with no knowledge. You can show the companies, hey, I went to school. I went to a trade school. I have my diploma. I know superheat and subcooling and charging systems and volts and ohms and ohming out compressors and all this stuff. You know it already. So that's what the diploma does, is it gives that proof to the employer that you've been trained. So knowledge, diploma, your EPA certificate. In this business, you need to have something called your EPA certificate in order to work in the field. It's not a big deal. but it is something that you have to have. It's a test that you're going to have to take. We provide it as part of the class, and I will make sure that every single person gets their EPA certificate. If you have to take the test 10 times, I'll give you the test 10 times, but you will get that. Okay, and it really has to do with the safe handling of refrigerant. Refrigerant is considered a hazardous substance, so it's not really a test about fixing AC units. It's more like a test about doing it safely. But anyway, so you get the knowledge, you get the diploma, you get the EPA certificate, you get tools. So when you finish school, we give you tools that you can take with you to your first job. You know, when you make some money and save up some money, you'll go buy all the fancy Bluetooth stuff, and you know, they're all digital tools now, but we give you the introductory set so that you have tools to go start on your first job. We also give you access to an AC helpline. So if you're on a job and you get stuck, we say, don't call your boss, call us. Let us, call your instructors. We will walk you through the repair so that when you do call your boss, you just say, okay, boss man, all done, piece of cake. And you look like an all-star because, little did they know we might have been helping you along the way with the AC helpline. Not a lot of students use it because I think we do pretty good training, so not a lot of people need it, but it is available if you want. So the knowledge, the diploma, the EPA certificate, tools, helpline, job placement assistance. So we create a resume for everybody in class. We're mailing out your resume to dozens, if not hundreds, of AC contractors in the counties around your location. So Fort Lauderdale's, Broward, Miami, Palm Beach, Tampa's, Pinellas, Hillsborough, Pasco, wherever you're going to be working. We can pull all the contractor information because it's all public data, and we send them, our graduating students, their information, what neighborhood they're in, what part of town, their resumes. And we're also putting in letters of recommendation, calling companies on your behalf, saying how great this student was and how great of an asset he would be to their team. So and we find jobs. So we're always scouring. In fact, we have one girl, her whole job, she just looks for jobs available in AC and is emailing them out to our graduates, telling them apply, apply, apply. So we call that the job placement assistance. You also get access to a program called AC All-Stars. AC All-Stars is an AC company that is owned by the guy who started the school. And what he does, see if you can stay with me here. So what he does is he makes a deal and he says, if you go to South Florida Academy of AC and if you graduate and get 1 year of work experience, all right, so you have to work somewhere for a year, he will hire you at AC All-Stars and put you on a 90% commission program. So if you do go out in the field and you sell a capacitor, you're not just making $30 or $35 an hour, you're getting paid, if you sell the capacitor for $500, 90% of that would be $450. So it's a great program. In fact, we have students who come to the school who already know AC, they just really want to get on that program. So we can talk more about that when the time comes, and if you're interested and when you're ready and you have that experience, I can also put you in touch with him. His name is Steve. Ahead of time, you can ask him any questions you want. It's a really cool program and a way to get more money in the pockets of our students faster before they're able to go out and get their own contractor's license. So basically being able to work for him under his license and just getting the best commission plan you've ever heard of in your life. So again, what do you get when you come to the school? You get the knowledge, you get the diploma, you get the EPA certificate, you get the tools, you get the AC helpline, you get job placement services, you get access to AC All-Stars, and you get the community of all of the students that you're learning with. So when you graduate with them and wherever you go off and work, now you have 10 to 20 guys who you were in school with and you've got their phone numbers. And so if you want to move, if you want to change jobs, you now have 20 people you can text and say, hey, I'm looking, I don't like where I'm at. How is it over there? Are you guys hiring? And someone says, oh yeah, we need people so bad. I'll put in a good word, come over here. So you get that too. So the actual group of those people and not knowing all the instructors is really valuable too. So don't downplay that. All right. So I think I kept this to about 10 minutes. It looks like I'm at 20 minutes right now. So that's the school. That's what we're all about. In terms of paying for school, there's all sorts of different ways to pay. You can pay in cash. You can do a loan through the school. The school will make loans. All right. Depending on your credit score, we decide, what terms we want to give. But if you're interested in this program and, you want to study AC and you want to go out and be an AC millionaire down the road, we love it. And we want to support you because we've been around for 15 years. We have a ton of faith, not only in the school, but in this industry. And so if this is your dream, if you have the money, great. If you don't have the money, we'll find a way to make it happen by doing a loan. All you got to do is call us. The phone number is on the website, but if you have a pen, it's 954-708-1585. And you can speak with one of our admissions reps, and they'll talk to you about, different ways to pay and all that stuff like that. Okay. So that's it. That's our little presentation. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great school. If you're interested in doing something hands-on, if you're interested not just sitting behind a desk for the rest of your life, but doing something that's working with your hands, intellectually challenging, every day's different, working with customers, making good money, having job stability, and the ability to eventually own your own AC company and make millions down the road if that's something that you're interested in, and if you have the work ethic to be able to do that, this is the place. So this is it. I really recommend that you look at our reviews online. If you Google South Florida Academy of AC, you'll see our reviews from students. And if you're in the Tampa area, I recommend that you look at the reviews also from the Fort Lauderdale location, because that's the one that's been there for 15 years. And I think we have over 1,000 reviews now, and the average score is literally 5.0 stars. It's like perfect. So that's it. Thank you for joining me. Hope this was a little bit, interesting, and you might have learned a thing or two about our school. I'm sure you still have a lot of questions. I recommend calling our phone number, speaking with an admissions rep. And if you want to speak to me directly, my name is Adam. So when you call, you'll probably speak to Kathy on the phone. If you want to speak to me, just say, "Can I speak to Adam, please?" Oh, you're signing up for sure. Awesome, Alex. Great. That's awesome to hear. Anyway, and also Alex, if you've already signed up, I'm here for you. My job is to give everybody a great experience. I'm the executive director. I run the school. My job is to give everybody a great experience, get your questions answered. So even if I'm not the one picking up the phone, you can always ask for me directly. And if I'm available, Kathy will put you through. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Alex, you're going to have an awesome time in class. I know you're going to love it. It's a lot of fun. Kevin, I hope to see you soon. And you can always call with questions, and I'm happy to answer whatever you got. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.